Hey guys, welcome back to GovZ Travels. Today is day 3 of our amazing tour of Niagara Falls and New York City series. If you haven't seen the day 2 of our Niagara Falls and New York series, make sure to check it out in the link given in the description box. We explored the iconic city of Niagara Falls in the morning, followed by a 9-hour scenic Flixbus journey from Niagara Falls to New York City. Join us today on day 3 of our journey as we explore some of the iconic spots in New York City. We started early from our hotel room as we had a long list of places to cover today. We booked a 7-seater SUV in Uber and headed to Battery Park at Manhattan, as we have planned to start our day with a visit to the iconic Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. You can plan your own itinerary when you're visiting New York City, as New York City has plenty to offer. Your plan depends on your interest and the days on hand to cover the city. You can either take an Uber or use any of the public transport options like subway or a bus to cover the New York City. Alternatively, you can utilize the hop-in, hop-off bus service available, which is a convenient option to tour the city of New York. You can either book a day pass or book a 2-day pass depending on your plan, which covers all the tourist spots across uptown and downtown New York. Now we are at the Battery Park, the entry point to the Liberty Island. Today we are taking a journey into the heart of American history with a visit to two of its most iconic landmarks, the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. We begin our day at Battery Park, located at the southern tip of Manhattan. From here, we catch the ferry operated by Statue City Cruises, the only authorized service to Liberty Island and Ellis Island. From the symbol of freedom that greets millions to the gateway through which over 12 million immigrants entered the United States, this experience offers a deep dive into the American history. The ferry starts every 15 minutes from the Battery Park, and the ferry ride takes about 15 minutes, offering incredible views of Lower Manhattan, the Brooklyn Bridge, and New York Harbor. As we approach Liberty Island, the Statue of Liberty comes into full view. Standing 305 feet tall, she is impossible to miss. You can book the tickets to Liberty Island online for $32.50, and you can also get an updated ticket to the pedestal and the crown of the statue if you book the tickets well in advance, as only limited people are allowed to visit the pedestal and the crown of the statue on a particular day. The statue's crown is even higher, but you will need a separate reservation for that, often booked months in advance. You can also book the Hard Hat Tour of Ellis Island, which is a 90-minute guided walking tour of Ellis Island for $82.50. We have now arrived at Liberty Island. There are several ways to experience the statue. Book the early morning tickets and arrive by 8:30 to 9 a.m. in the Battery Park to avoid long lines and crowds, especially during peak season as thousands of people visit Statue of Liberty every day. Give me you're tired, you're poor, you're huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Emma Lazarus, inscribed on the pedestal of the statue. When you visit Statue of Liberty, don't miss to take photos with Lady Liberty from different angles, explore the island's walking paths, and visit the gift shop and grab a souvenir. After taking the view of the statue from the base and spending some quality time, we visited the Statue of Liberty Museum, a modern facility opened in 2019. Here, you will learn about the statue's design by Frederic Auguste Bartholdi, its construction in France, and its eventual arrival in New York in 1885. don't miss the original torch, replaced in 1986 and now on display inside the museum. You can spend a couple of hours at the Liberty Island as the place offers plenty to the tourists. Next, we boarded the ferry for a short ride to Ellis Island, just about 10 minutes away. This was the first stop for immigrants coming to America between 1892 and 1954. Now we are in the Great Hall where immigrants were once processed by immigration officials. Standing here, you can almost hear the echoes of past footsteps and imagine the hopes, the fears of those who arrived. Outside the museum, the American Immigration Wall of Honor celebrates immigrants of every background. If you are lucky, you might even spot a relative's name engraved here. At the Family History Center, visitors can search millions of immigration records. If you have ancestors who came through Ellis Island, this is where you might discover their names, ages, countries of origin, and arrival dates. You can complete the tour of Liberty Island and Ellis Island in 3 to 4 hours. You can plan to visit the Liberty Island during any time of the year as summers are mild here, and keep yourselves ready with sufficient layers of clothing if you're visiting the place in winter, as it can get very cold in New York during the winters. Now we take the ferry back to Battery Park. You will leave with a deeper understanding of what the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island truly represent: freedom, hope, and the immigrant experience that helped shape America. Now we are at the Bull at Wall Street, which is at a walking distance from the Battery Park. More formally known as the Charging Bull or the Wall Street Bull, is a famous bronze sculpture located in Manhattan's financial district in New York City. The Charging Bull represents financial optimism and prosperity, and a lot of people come to visit it every day. It became a symbol of aggressive financial success and the power of American capitalism, particularly during the bull market. The story of the Charging Bull goes like this. Arturo Di Modica created the sculpture with his own money after the 1987 stock market crash. He wanted it to be a symbol of strength and resilience. In a bold act of guerrilla art, he and some friends dropped the bull off in front of the New York Stock Exchange without permission. The city initially removed it, but due to public support, it was soon reinstalled a few blocks away at Bowling Green, where it remains today and attracts thousands of tourists every day. Now, we are visiting the American Museum of Natural History, which is one of the most iconic museums in the world, never to be missed when you visit New York City. We have planned to use the subway train service to reach to our destination, as subway service is fast and economical. It is advisable to use the Uber when you're traveling in a team. We had a quick bite at one of the numerous food trucks parked in front of the museum, as it was time for lunch and we did not have enough time to look for a regular restaurant. The American Museum of Natural History, located on the Upper West Side of Manhattan in New York City, is one of the largest and most renowned museums in the world. Let's go inside the museum now, as everyone is excited to explore this famous museum. We are starting in the Theodore Roosevelt Rotunda. Check out that giant Barosaurus rearing up to defend its baby. It's one of the tallest freestanding dinosaur displays in the world. Founded in 1869, the museum is dedicated to exploring the natural world, the universe, and human cultures. It houses over 34 million specimens, including fossils, minerals, animals, plants, and cultural artifacts. The American Museum of Natural History is one of the world's largest and most renowned natural history museums located in New York City. It is a vast complex with 45 permanent exhibition halls, a planetarium, and a library, all housed in 28 interconnected buildings. Some of its most famous exhibits include the towering Tyrannosaurus Rex, in the Fossil Hall, the life-sized blue whale model in the Hall of Ocean Life, and the Rose Center for Earth and Space, which features the Hayden Planetarium. The museum also offers engaging exhibitions on biodiversity, climate change, ancient civilizations, and much more, making it a destination for scientists, students, and curious minds of all ages. Whether you are interested in dinosaurs, space, the deep ocean, or world culture, the American Museum of Natural History offers an unforgettable journey through time, nature, and discovery. The museum isn't just about science, it also celebrates life and cultures around the world. You'll find exhibits on African mammals, Native American heritage, and ecosystems from across the globe. The museum strives to make science accessible to everyone using both traditional dioramas and digital technologies to engage visitors with the wonders of the natural world. And that's a quick tour of the American Museum of Natural History. Whether you are a science nerd, a history buff, or just curious, this museum is a must see. The general admission tickets are priced at $30 for adults and $18 for kids. Guys, keep a minimum of 4 to 6 hours to visit the museum, as the museum has multiple floors and levels and takes a lot of time to explore. Now we are heading to the iconic Central Park at Manhattan. Welcome to Central Park, the heart of Manhattan and one of the most iconic urban parks in the world. Just outside the American Museum of Natural Science, you have the entrances to the iconic Central Park. Central Park has multiple entry gates though, and you can enter through any of the gates and start exploring the park. The entry to the Central Park is absolutely free, and the park attracts millions of visitors every year. Stretching over 843 acres, Central Park is a green oasis in the middle of New York City. It was designed in the 1850s and has been a favorite escape for New Yorkers and other visitors ever since. We hired an electric bike to explore the Central Park. The electric bike cost us $60 for 30 minutes ride, as the driver took us through the park explaining about the attractions around the park. One of the most beautiful spots here is Bethesda Terrace and Fountain, often called the heart of the park. It's a popular place for photos, music, and even scenes from famous movies. Looking for a place to relax? Head to the Great Lawn or Sheep Meadow, perfect for a picnic, sunbathing, or just soaking in the city vibes. Don't miss the romantic Bow Bridge, or rent a rowboat from the Loeb Boathouse and float across the lake, especially beautiful in spring and fall. If you're visiting with kids, the Central Park Zoo and the historic carousel are must-sees. There is something for every age here. Central Park isn't just a park, it's a piece of living history, a sanctuary in the city, and a place where nature and culture meet. Whether you are walking, biking, or just people watching, there is always something to discover here. Guys, keep a minimum of 3 to 4 hours to explore the park, provided you have enough time with you, as the park is humongous and there is a lot to see. The park is open from 6 am to 1 am, which makes it very comfortable for people to come in at all times of the day. Now, let us head to the nightlife of Times Square, New York. Welcome to Times Square, the electric heart of New York City, known as the crossroads of the world. This iconic spot is famous for its non-stop energy, massive digital billboards, and buzzing crowds. Times Square stretches from 42nd Street to 47th Street, where Broadway and 7th Avenue meet. Day or night, it's always alive with lights, performers, tourists, and the pulse of the city. Look around, you will see world-famous theaters, flagship stores, and giant digital screens advertising everything from fashion to film. This is also the home of the Broadway Theatre District, where you can catch some of the best live shows on the planet. Times Square is also where the world rings in the new year. Every December 31st, over 1 million people gather here for the iconic ball drop, watched by millions more around the globe. Whether you are here to shop, see a show, or just feel the city's energy, Times Square is a must-see. It's loud, it's bright, it's chaotic, and it's pure New York. You can spend hours walking through this iconic place as the place is so vibrant and lively and brings millions of visitors throughout the year. We finished our dinner at Times Square and headed back to our hotel after a long day of traveling around New York City. Guys, thank you for joining us on this beautiful day 3 of our Niagara Falls and New York City adventure series, covering some of the iconic locations in New York City today. We hope you enjoyed the incredible sights and experiences in New York City. Day 4 is going to be even more exciting as we continue exploring the great city of New York. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video in this series. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and we will see you in Day 4.